Good morning. It's episode 30 of Mindset Mondays with DTK. I'm David Taylor Klaus, and thanks for joining this morning. Looking forward to rolling today. Take a moment, if you will, and click share to share this with your community and invite your folk, your tribe, your people to join this conversation. This is my year-long project for folks with a growth mindset or folks who'd like to develop one. Give us a chance to play with new ideas, new concepts, new mindsets. So I'm leaping in again today. This is what we're playing with today. Right? Idea is, would the child that you were be proud of the adult that you are? It's such a cool idea. So these card decks I have, the mindset cards. There's a deck of 30 cards that I give out. And here's what's cool. With 31 cards in the deck, these mindset cards, man, they're a great opportunity for folks to pick a card each morning, see what comes up, play with the new ideas, play with new concepts. It's been doing these for about 4 years. It's an opportunity for folks to do their own little Mindset Mondays each day of the week. Well, the card, would the child that you were be proud of the adult that you are? That's the only card. It's on the back of some of my business cards as well as on the back of one of these mindset cards. It's the only card that's ever made anybody cry as they pull the card. And I think it's because it asks a pretty direct question. Look, it's also had people read the card and just soar, right? It's a really cool concept. The idea that, wow, man, when we were kids, there was stuff that we wanted to do, things that and people that we wanted to be. And that was all before the world told us we couldn't be everything or anything, right? My 5th birthday party, we had huge roll around paper and we created this massive mural of all these speed racer scenes because when I was 5, man, I wanted to be a speed racer. That was where I was. And times in my life, there was the obligatory firefighter, astronaut. I wanted to be a doctor. There were lots of things that I wanted to be. And, there's a point that we all experience where there is sort of a reevaluation, right? We recalibrate what we want to be and who we want to be and what we want to become and how we want to show up in the world. And wow. I don't know, I didn't really stop to think about who I wanted to be or what I wanted to be. For me, and I know some people have a similar experience, I got to college and I looked at it as kid in a candy store. It was an opportunity to explore lots of different avenues. I had more majors than people had years in college. It's quite possible I had more majors than people have years in education. Yes, I started out a biology major and computer science engineering minor on my way to being pre-med. I got over that. For me, it was an opportunity to explore different courses, different thinking, different styles so that I could find something that resonated with me. That was, on this fine Labor Day, that was my labor through my many years in college. And it was my opportunity to explore. It was my opportunity to see what was possible. I love that there are more and more schools now that don't make the kids declare their major until during their sophomore year, at the end of their sophomore year, because that's an opportunity to explore. And most of my exploration came after college. I think about it, when I graduated college, the internet hadn't been invented yet. So most of the careers that people my age have had didn't exist when we graduated college. The kids coming out of school now that are so obsessed with, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? Well, actually, their parents obsessed with what their children will do for the rest of their lives. And the opportunity is, what are they going to do next? Kids coming out of college now, what are they going to do next? What will they become? Being open to what's possible to become as an adult. It's less about what you do. It's more about who you are. And this question, would the child you were be proud of the adult that you are? That child that I was an excitable child and was a happy kid. I spent a lot of time in between who he was and who I am now. Not terribly happy. And what's magical is I think that, actually I know, that the adult that I am now and the work that I'm doing now and how I'm showing up in the world and how I'm parenting and how I'm partnering, I have so much more to learn and grow in those areas. And yet that child that I was would be proud of the adult that I am and the adult that I've become. And that's a fantastic place to be. That's a powerful thing to be able to declare. And I talked about this in a video several years ago. There is so much time and opportunity left. I did a video about ADHD and depression for a group called Sherwick that shows in a number of medical offices around the country. And one of the things I talk about there is if you've got a pulse, you've got time. And so for those of you who the child that you were wouldn't be proud of the adult that you are now, there's so much time to create that. Irv, that's a great question. Somebody might think you're a coach. And I think the emotion that's coming up for me is a little overwhelm and a little joy, a little pride. I don't know. I got so much is welling up, and I think it's because I've done so much work and there's so much more to do, and I love who I have become along the way, and I love that I've got more to do, and I love that I get the privilege of helping other people do this work and get to this side of what's on that card, the working with myself and with folks to become the adult that the child that they were would be proud of, well, if I could sing, I'd sing about, but that would kill the audience. Yeah, so Irv, thank you. It is a great question. There is so much richness in this question, this idea, this work. Of course, this is Labor Day. The opportunity to play with who we're becoming and who is being unleashed and what we're stepping into. That is the beauty of the work that we're here for. And I don't mean coaching, I mean being human, right? We are not fully formed at birth and done. It takes a long time until we're fully baked. And I think that's the beautiful part of the journey, is getting to figure out what that looks like, what that feels like, who we become, who we are at our core. That's when it gets real. It's my favorite part about these conversations, these broadcasts. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about when I get on, other than, knowing what the topic is, right? I have no idea what it's going to be. And I love what comes up. And so what I encourage folks to do is be with whatever comes up. I think that the work and the growth and the power comes from the willingness to be with whatever comes up, the good, the bad, the ugly, the whatever it is. And that's what I hope for you, the pause today is about. What will it take for that child that you were to be proud of the adult that you are and that you are becoming? I've been watching Jason Silva and the conversations he's been having through social media while he's at Burning Man for the first time. And so much of his work, Shots of Awe, AWE, is his channel on YouTube and broadcasts on. He's a television host. He's an avid and active blogger. And watching him talk about the unleashing and the becoming. And this is a wonderful time for exploration. You know, summer is ending, fall is beginning, although it doesn't feel like it here in Atlanta. Fall is beginning, and it's an opportunity as we slide through fall and into winter, as we move towards the end of the year, to think about what next year will bring and what we'll create and what we want for ourselves and for those around us. So I'm curious, what's coming up for you? I mean, this is a fun idea and a powerful question to play with. Would the child you were be proud of the adult that you are, or that you are becoming? That's the opportunity for a conversation. And for those of you who have kids, you know, my youngest is getting ready. Well, I was say getting ready to go to college. He's still figuring out where he wants to go. And for him to explore the adult that he wants to become, I'm still exploring the child that I am. So it's an exciting time, and I offer the opportunity for your conversations with yourself, with your family, with those around you, is ask the question, would the child that you were be proud of the adult that you are? See what conversations come up. Even if the conversation is with yourself. See what emotions, see what thoughts, see what conversations come up. And I'm curious. So come to the Facebook group. It's facebook.com/group/Mindset Monday, and share. Would the child you were be proud of the adult that you are? I know mine is. So thank you for joining this week. And between now and next Monday, what mindset will you choose?